What's up YouTube? So today I'm going to install the Dashcam. Got this for Black Friday. It's a Viofo A119. It's got the Starvis 2 sensor, which comes highly rated. Looks like it has a GPS module. I may or may not be using that. And I purchased a hardwire kit. Probably should have done a little more research. Going back, I would have bought a 10-pin connector, since that is a Grand Touring. It is a Grand Touring, so it's got the smart dimming mirror, but it has the new kits come with a 10-pin adapter that can prevent you wouldn't have to hardwire it. But this is what I did on my other car, and it worked great. So so we're gonna get started. So the first step would be I'm gonna locate the fuse box right here. Okay, so now that the fuse panel is off, you can see. Okay, so I ended up using the accessory fuse. So this is a 15 amp, and it's the second slot down. So it correlates with this one. Auxiliary power, sorry. The fuse puller that came with my kit did not work, so I went into the hood and used the Mazda one, and that seemed to work a lot better. Man, those fuses are really in there. So now I'm gonna plug it into this right here. So what you do is you take the fuse and you put it into that empty slot, and then the slot's gonna go, and this is gonna plug into that second port. Okay, so for the next step of the install, this needs to go to a ground, and a perfect ground is right there's a bolt. So I'm going to use that as my ground, and then this part that just goes into this, and yeah, I think we should have power at that point. Okay, so it is now wired. All I had to do was push that connector in right there, and that was pretty simple. Oh man, this car's so small and hard to work on sometimes. But yeah, I went to that, just a 10mm nut, loosened it, put that other side in there, and then tightened it back up. So at this point, just to do a test, I plugged the USB-C into the dash cam, and I'm gonna try to give it power. Let's see, I should just need on the first. Let's see what happens. DC power. Oh, look at that.
Please insert the memory card.
So it's working. So now the next step is going to be to run the wire up this pillar, which I think just pulls out, but I'll do some research on that first before I start yanking at things. And it looks like there's some T30 screws right there that I have to remove, and then the rest is just going to be feeding it and making it look nice. Okay. So I was able to use the little clear pad that they gave me. Mounted that. I tried to put it up higher, but it wouldn't stick. So hopefully it doesn't get in the way of the camera sensor right there, but I don't think it should. I haven't actually wired it nicely, but I just tucked the black wire under the trim piece right there, and then I'll zip tie it around and make it clean over there. For the modules from the hardwire kit, I just hit it back there. You can kind of see right there. You won't be able to see it when it's done. And so now when you turn on the car, it does this.
Recording started.
And that's all I really wanted. So, yep, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it all up now. To run the wire, USB wire, I made this little contraption, just a extendable mirror piece of tape, and just stuck it down the hole, and allowed me to route it a lot easier. Okay, and so I hid some of the wires back there, and then I have 3 zip ties. I didn't put them on too tight in case I do have to remove them later. It goes under, and so we're almost done. So now this is the finished product. I cut all the zip ties, tie-ins, put the A-pillar cover back on. With no side airbag to deal with, it's much easier to do a dash cam on a car like this. I have no issues. The dash cam has been working flawlessly for the past couple weeks that I've had it, and I highly recommend that if for your safety and for others, you buy one, because especially in the Miata, no one can see you, so it's always good to show the officer in the event that an accident does happen, God forbid, that you're able to prove your innocence. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.